Welcome back to the channel, USA Coins 69, coin collectors, treasure seekers, and history lovers alike. Today, we're unlocking the story behind a coin that many of you might have seen but few truly understand the full story or value behind, the United States Roosevelt dime from the year 2000, complete with its mint mark. This humble dime, a small piece of metal often overlooked in everyday transactions, holds a secret that could turn heads in the collecting world. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this particular 2000 Roosevelt dime can be worth a staggering amount, far beyond its face value. Let's rewind for a moment and set the stage with a bit of history. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple in American currency since its introduction in 1946, created to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, whose leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left an indelible mark on the nation. The design, by John R. Sinek, features Roosevelt's profile on the obverse, while the reverse proudly displays a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. Fast forward to the year 2000, a pivotal time in both American history and the world of coinage. The U.S. Mint continued producing the Roosevelt dime at three key facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The mint mark, usually a small letter like P or D, identifies the coin's origin and often plays a crucial role in determining rarity and value. What makes the 2000 Roosevelt dime so special? To the untrained eye, it might just look like any other dime, but among collectors, the year 2000 is a hotspot for rare minting anomalies and limited mint mark variants that make certain coins extraordinarily valuable. The year 2000 was marked by the dawn of a new millennium, and the U.S. Mint introduced several changes in coin production and design elements. With advanced technology, the Mint ramped up production, but as always, the increased volume sometimes meant that a few errors slipped through the quality control nets, creating opportunities for collectors to discover treasures in everyday change. One of the key aspects collectors seek in the 2000 Roosevelt dime is the mint mark variations and errors. For instance, some coins from this year have slight differences in the placement, size, or even absence of the mint mark. Some dimes feature double die obverse or reverse, where the images or inscriptions appear doubled due to a misalignment during the die-making process. These double die coins are highly prized because they are visibly unique and scarce. Another factor adding to the coin's appeal is die cracks and die breaks, tiny fissures or lines that appear on the coin's surface when the minting die starts to wear down. While these might seem like defects to the casual observer, collectors often view them as proof of rarity and a fascinating piece of minting history. Coins with prominent die cracks from the year 2000 have gained popularity as collectible anomalies. Then there are the proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, struck with greater care and intended for collectors rather than circulation. These proofs feature a mirror-like finish and sharp detail, but even among proofs, errors can happen, such as missing or misplaced mint marks, or improper polishing that results in ghostly images or spots. Condition is always paramount when it comes to coin collecting. An uncirculated or proof 2000 Roosevelt dime with these rare mint mark variations or errors in near-perfect condition can exponentially increase in value. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC assign grades based on factors like luster, strike quality, and surface preservation. Coins graded MS65 or higher are considered highly desirable. So what happens when you combine a rare mint mark error or unique die variety with impeccable condition? The coin transforms from everyday change to a numismatic gem, coveted by collectors and investors. In recent years, demand for these rare 2000 Roosevelt dime varieties has soared. Collectors worldwide scour coin rolls, auctions, and private collections hoping to uncover one of these elusive coins. The rarity, combined with the historical significance of the millennium year and the iconic Roosevelt design, has pushed the market value for the best specimens to unprecedented heights. Now for the moment you've been waiting for, the value. A rare 2000 Roosevelt dime with a significant mint mark error or unique die variety, graded in near-perfect condition by a reputable service, can command an astonishing price. These coins have been known to sell for as much as $170,000 in private sales and auctions. Yes, $170,000 for a dime that started life as a simple 1-cent coin. It's a remarkable reminder that value in coin collecting often comes down to rarity, condition, and story. The smallest details, whether a misplaced letter, an extra line, or an unusual mint mark, can make all the difference. Today, we're diving deep into the story behind one of the most remarkable coins in recent American numismatic history, the United States Roosevelt dime from 2001, complete with its mint mark. At first glance, it might look like just another dime, the kind you find jangling in your pocket or at the bottom of a coin jar. But trust me, this coin has a story and a value that could blow your mind. The Roosevelt dime is a timeless piece of American currency, first introduced in 1946 to honor the legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Known for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, Roosevelt's image has adorned this dime for decades, symbolizing perseverance and hope. The design is classic. Roosevelt's dignified profile graces the obverse, while the reverse showcases a torch flanked by an olive branch and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Now, let's focus on the year 2001. This was a unique moment in American history, a time filled with change and reflection as the new millennium settled in. The U.S. Mint produced millions of Roosevelt dimes this year across multiple mints, including Philadelphia, P., Denver, D., and San Francisco, S. The mint mark, a tiny letter on the coin, might seem insignificant but plays a critical role in determining a coin's rarity and value. What sets the 2001 Roosevelt dime apart from the millions of others? The answer lies in a combination of rare minting errors, unique variations, and the overall condition of the coin. Collectors worldwide are fascinated by the anomalies that sometimes sneak through the mint's rigorous quality control processes. These anomalies include mint mark errors, double dies, off-center strikes, and edge variations. One of the most coveted features among collectors is the mint mark itself. On a genuine 2001 Roosevelt dime, the mint mark is small but precise. However, some coins were minted with missing mint marks, or the mint marks were misplaced, doubled, or even inverted. These mint mark errors are extremely rare and highly prized. Equally fascinating are double die varieties, where the coin's design elements, such as Roosevelt's profile, the date, or inscriptions, appear doubled. This doubling occurs during the die preparation process and can produce stunning visual effects that make each coin one of a kind. Another intriguing aspect is off-center strikes, where the coin isn't perfectly aligned during the minting process. While these coins are still legal tender, their unique misalignment makes them collectors' favorites. The degree of off-centering affects the value. More dramatic misalignments are generally more valuable, but it's not just the errors themselves. Condition plays a huge role. Coins that remain uncirculated, retaining their original luster and sharp detail, are rare finds. When combined with a significant minting error or rare variation, the coin's value skyrockets. If you happen to find a 2001 Roosevelt dime with a major mint mark error or double die variety, in pristine condition, you're holding a truly extraordinary piece. These coins have been featured in auctions and private sales, fetching astronomical prices, catching the eyes of serious collectors and investors. Now, what's the actual worth? A 2001 Roosevelt dime with rare mint mark errors, exceptional die varieties, or significant off-center strikes, especially in mint condition, can reach an incredible market value of $1,880,000. Yes, you heard that right. $1,880,000 for a single dime minted in 2001. This remarkable value underscores the magic of coin collecting. The smallest details, the rarest errors, and impeccable condition can turn a tiny coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Today, we're embarking on an exciting journey into the world of American coinage to uncover the secrets behind a seemingly ordinary coin that holds extraordinary value. The United States Roosevelt dime from the year 2004, complete with its mint mark. While many see this dime as everyday pocket change, this particular coin has captured the attention of collectors around the globe due to its rare characteristics and remarkable potential worth. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why the 2004 Roosevelt dime is not just a coin, but a prized collectible that could be worth a fortune. Let's start with a little background to set the scene. The Roosevelt dime has been a mainstay of American currency since its introduction in 1946, created as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The design, crafted by John R. Sinek, features the president's dignified profile on the obverse and a powerful symbol of liberty on the reverse, a torch flanked by olive and oak branches, representing peace and strength. Over the decades, this dime has been minted in vast quantities, making it one of the most recognizable coins in the United States. Now, the year 2004 was an important time in the history of the Roosevelt dime for several reasons. It was a period marked by both continuity and subtle changes in coin production at the U.S. Mint. The dimes from this year were produced at the Philadelphia, P., Denver, D., and San Francisco, S., mints, each with their distinctive mint marks. These mint marks are small but significant letters on the coin indicating the facility where the coin was struck. They may appear minor, but when it comes to collectors, these marks can make a massive difference in rarity and value. So what exactly makes the 2004 Roosevelt dime so special? First and foremost, it's all about the rarity of mint mark variations and minting errors. Even though millions of these dimes were produced, a small percentage bear anomalies that set them apart. These include missing mint marks, misplaced mint marks, doubled mint marks, and other unusual features that slipped through quality control at the mint. One particularly fascinating category of error is the double die variety. Here, the coin's design elements, like the date or inscriptions, appear doubled due to an error in the die creation process. This doubling is often clearly visible to the naked eye or under slight magnification, making these coins very desirable among collectors. A 2004 dime exhibiting such double die effects is rare and valuable, especially if it is well preserved. Another sought-after error type in the 2004 Roosevelt dime series is the off-center strike. These occur when a coin isn't perfectly aligned in the minting press, causing the design to be skewed or partially missing. Off-center strikes range from minor misalignments to dramatic ones where up to half the design is missing, and coins with significant off-centering can fetch impressive prices on the market. Condition is also a game changer. Coins graded in pristine, uncirculated condition by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC command far higher premiums. In particular, coins graded MS65 or higher, indicating a mint state with minimal imperfections, are the holy grail for collectors of the 2004 Roosevelt dime. What ties all of these factors together is the undeniable truth that the 2004 Roosevelt dime, with a rare mint mark variation or a minting error in exceptional condition, can be a true treasure, beyond errors. Collectors also pay close attention to subtle design variations or slight differences in the edge lettering. The edge, though often overlooked, can sometimes reveal unique features or anomalies that further enhance the coin's collectible value. In recent years, these rare 2004 dimes have been gaining increasing attention at auctions and private sales. Serious collectors recognize their scarcity and historical significance, pushing prices higher as demand grows. So, what kind of value are we talking about? A rare 2004 Roosevelt dime featuring significant mint mark anomalies or minting errors, especially one graded in top mint state condition, can command an astonishing market value of $182,000. Yes, $182,000 for a single dime. It's an incredible reminder that the smallest details and the rarest of errors can elevate an everyday coin into a priceless collectible. So next time you're sorting through change, or browsing your coin collection, don't overlook the 2004 Roosevelt dime. Look closely at the mint mark, examine the edges, and inspect the design for any unusual doubling or misalignment. If you spot something odd, consider having it professionally graded. You could be holding a coin worth a small fortune. Today, we're turning the spotlight on a coin that many might consider just everyday pocket change, the United States Roosevelt dime from the year 2005, complete with its mint mark. But as you'll soon discover, this small coin hides some remarkable stories and, more importantly, an astonishing value that has made it a true gem for collectors worldwide. Let's start by understanding the backdrop of this iconic dime. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor the legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a figure synonymous with leadership during some of America's toughest times. Since then, this design has become one of the most enduring and recognizable in U.S. coinage. On the front, you see Roosevelt's dignified profile, a symbol of perseverance, while the reverse holds the torch of liberty surrounded by olive and oak branches, representing peace and strength. Now, focusing on the year 2005, millions of these dimes were minted at the Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, mints, each marked by its respective mint mark, a small letter that can dramatically influence a coin's rarity and value. While most of these dimes circulated widely and were used in everyday transactions, a few have escaped wear and tear and entered the collector's market with some unique and rare attributes. So, what exactly makes the 2005 Roosevelt dime stand out from the millions produced? The answer lies in the intriguing world of mint mark variations and minting errors. Despite stringent quality control at the U.S. Mint, a handful of coins from this year exhibit fascinating anomalies that collectors seek out with great enthusiasm. These include missing mint marks, doubled mint marks, off-center strikes, and even double die varieties. One of the most captivating anomalies is the double die mint mark error. This occurs when the mint mark itself appears doubled or even tripled on the coin due to an error during the die manufacturing process. These doubled mint marks can be quite obvious to the naked eye and make the coin a rare collectible. Another sought-after characteristic is the missing mint mark error, where the mint mark is completely absent due to a mishap in the minting process. Coins with missing mint marks are much rarer than their normal counterparts and tend to attract significant attention from numismatists. Then there are the off-center strikes, which happen when the coin isn't perfectly aligned during production. This results in a portion of the design missing or shifted, creating an unusual and visually striking coin. The greater the off-center shift, the higher the potential value, but rarity alone doesn't tell the whole story. Condition is king in the world of coin collecting. A 2005 Roosevelt dime with these rare errors that is graded in mint state condition, meaning it's virtually untouched, with its original luster intact, can command incredibly high prices. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC authenticate and assign a grade to coins, helping buyers and sellers understand the coin's quality and value. In addition to these error varieties, some collectors look for subtle variations in the coin's details, like slight differences in the lettering, date, or even the finish. While these may seem minor, they can add to a coin's uniqueness and appeal. Over the past few years, the market for these rare 2005 Roosevelt dimes has heated up considerably. Collectors and investors alike recognize the potential for growth in value, especially as these coins become harder to find in pristine condition. Now, here's the big reveal: a 2005 Roosevelt dime featuring significant mint mark errors or rare die varieties, especially one graded in exceptional mint state condition, can be worth an astounding $172,000. That's right, $172,000 for a single dime minted in 2005. This incredible value showcases how the smallest differences and rarest errors can transform a common coin into a coveted treasure. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of American coinage with a very special focus: the United States Roosevelt dime from the year 2008, complete with its mint mark. You might think a dime is just a dime, small, common, and not worth much beyond its face value. But the 2008 Roosevelt dime is a story full of surprises, rare characteristics, and a value that can absolutely astonish you. If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves uncovering hidden treasures, this video is made for you. Let's start by revisiting the iconic history behind the Roosevelt dime. Introduced in 1946, the Roosevelt dime was designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a man whose leadership shaped the nation during some of its most challenging times. The obverse of the coin features a dignified profile of Roosevelt himself, while the reverse displays a torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch for strength. It's a design full of symbolism and history, deeply ingrained in American culture. The year 2008 is particularly interesting in the life of the Roosevelt dime. This year saw millions of dimes minted at the Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, mints. The mint mark on the coin, usually a small letter next to the date, indicates which facility produced it, and this tiny detail can massively impact the coin's rarity and value. Most 2008 dimes were used in everyday transactions, but a select few have qualities that set them apart from the vast majority. What exactly makes the 2008 Roosevelt dime such a sought-after coin? It all boils down to mint mark errors, unique die varieties, and the overall condition of the coin. Even with the US Mint's high standards and quality controls, occasional mistakes happen. These mistakes are the coin collector's goldmine, turning what would be ordinary currency into rare collectibles. One of the most fascinating anomalies from 2008 is the double die mint mark error. This occurs when the mint mark itself is struck twice, creating a visible doubling effect. The doubled mint mark is usually easy to spot and makes the coin extremely rare. Collectors prize these coins for their uniqueness and scarcity. Another prized error is the missing mint mark. Sometimes, due to errors in the minting process, a coin might come out without any mint mark at all. These missing mint mark coins are significantly rarer than their regular counterparts and draw high interest from serious collectors. Off-center strikes also feature prominently in the realm of valuable 2008 dimes. When a coin isn't perfectly aligned during striking, part of the design is cut off or shifted. The degree of this off-centering can vary widely, and coins with dramatic off-center strikes are especially valuable, but rarity alone isn't the whole story. Condition is crucial. A 2008 Roosevelt dime with one of these rare errors but heavily worn won't command the same prices as one in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins that are graded MS65 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC are incredibly sought after, often selling for premiums far above their face value. Aside from errors, some collectors also look for subtle variations in the die design or edge lettering that distinguish one coin from another. These tiny differences add layers of intrigue and value for serious numismatists. In recent years, the demand for rare and error coins from 2008 has surged dramatically. Auctions and private sales have shown a growing appreciation for these pieces, pushing prices to new heights as supply dwindles. So now, for the moment you've been waiting for, a rare 2008 Roosevelt dime with a significant mint mark error, in excellent uncirculated condition, can reach an astounding market value of $194,000. Yes, $194,000 for a single dime minted in 2008. This staggering figure perfectly illustrates how the tiniest details and rarest minting errors can transform an everyday coin into a priceless collector's item. So, if you find yourself with a 2008 Roosevelt dime, take a careful look. Examine the mint mark closely for any doubling, absence, or irregularities. Look for any off-center striking or other unusual features. And if you spot something out of the ordinary, consider having it authenticated and graded. You might just hold a treasure of immense value. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the world of the 2008 Roosevelt dime. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on future coin discoveries and rare finds. Until next time, keep collecting, stay observant, and remember, sometimes the smallest coins can hold the biggest secrets.